Hey there, and welcome into another exciting episode of A for Effort, coming to you with another quality movie review. I'm your host, Matt, and as always, we start off giving thanks to our unofficial sponsor of the podcast, MoviePass. Now, $95 a month gets you one movie a day at local cinemas in your area. Check MoviePass.com for theater listing and offer availability. On today's episode, we're going to break down a movie that I was super excited for, and that is Sorry to Bother You. I saw a trailer for this movie while watching Atlanta, and I was in love. I thought this was going to be the funniest movie of the year. I went to my theater and saw Standy, and they were calling it brilliant, outlandish, hysterical, changes the game, all this stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait to see this movie. And I'm sad to say it just doesn't live up to the hype that I gave it and these critics gave it. The movie is directed and written by Boots Riley, and his first time doing both. And don't get me wrong, I think it's great that he gets an opportunity to do this, and it's a satire on everything: capitalism, assimilation, media, art. Just, it's got so many things it wants to tackle, but it just falls short on so many levels. I really wanted to love this movie, but I just couldn't love this movie. I love Atlanta, and one of the reasons why the trailer premiered with Atlanta was because of the star Lakeith Stanfield. And I love him. He's hilarious. He's such a good actor in that show. And it's not that he was a bad actor in this movie. He was brilliant. Just the movie itself wasn't great. And it had a star-studded cast to follow along with him. Tessa Thompson, who has been killing the game lately. Westworld, Thor Ragnarok, Creed. Like, she's amazing. It also had Terry Crews, Danny Glover, Stephen Yeun, Armie Hammer. I mean, the cast was star-studded, and it just fell short. Like I said, it's a satire, and the first 30 to 40 minutes where it explains the character of Cash was pretty good. He's down on his luck, he needs a job, and he goes and gets a telemarketing job, and he sucks at it. And Danny Glover, who sits next to him, tells him, hey man, you gotta use your white voice, and not just some regular, ordinary white guy voice, like you, me, or the next guy, but you've got to use your I'm a rich guy, I don't have a care in the world voice. And it ends up being David Cross's voice, which is pretty funny, but he gets so good at what he does that he gets moved up to what they call the power caller's floor. And that's where the movie gets a little bit, like, it just goes sideways for me, because it starts to center around this company called Worry Free. And it's basically like a prison system. If you want to work for Worry Free, you sign a lifetime contract. They give you, as they say in the movie, like same as jail, 3 hots and a cot, and you work 15-hour days, you get 3 meals a day and a bed to sleep in, and he goes and starts having to sell Worry Free, as that's what he's telemarketing, is Worry Free. And he's even good at doing that. It's just where the movie goes, because there is an insane twist, and if you plan to see it, what I'm about to disclose is spoilers, so to speak. But he goes to meet the head of Worry Free, played by Armie Hammer, and comes across these horse people known as Equo Sapiens. And he legitimately, no lie, gets turned into one. He goes to a party and is given what he thinks is cocaine, and Armie Hammer's telling him it is, and it turns out it's the serum that turns you into an Equo Sapien. He wants him to be the face of Worry Free while being an Equo Sapien, to help his new breed of human/horse be the new workforce for the world. All of it makes absolutely no sense. It's just weird. It's just, the last 30 minutes just derails completely. There's a scene where Tessa Thompson does her art show, and it's her standing there naked, getting cell phones and bags of goat blood thrown at her, and it's just, I don't know. I can't say I liked it or didn't like it, and it will, I'm just gonna go right in, it gets an A-, because it's just not a good, I didn't think, it didn't live up to what I wanted it to be. But I don't know if I liked it or didn't like it because I didn't understand it, and that's where the movie falls short for me personally. When I left Annihilation earlier this year, I left with a sense of okay, I kind of understood what I watched, and it was a brilliant sci-fi movie. I knew it had brilliant visuals, it was a brilliant sci-fi film, but I needed to see it again to really fully grasp what I had just seen. This movie, however, has no rewatchability. It's just too much. I loved what it was trying to say in the first hour, but then after the fact, in the last 45, lost me completely and just threw me for a loop. Like, I have no idea what I was watching. Like, honestly, I really don't know what I was watching. The horse thing, I mean, trying to unionize their company, like, all this stuff just, it's weird. It's super weird. I don't know. I just don't know what else to say about it. If you want to see it, go out, go see it. Tell me what your thoughts on it are. I want to know if I'm wrong. Maybe this movie's brilliant. I just don't know it. You know, but for now it gets an A-. I just didn't enjoy myself. Go out, see it if you want. Wait for it to come to Redbox. I just don't have much more I can say about Sorry to Bother You. Check out my Ant-Man review, which is now up on the YouTube channel. All the rest of the 35 episodes are up there as well. Like, subscribe, share, comment on all of our videos. I have been your host, Matt. This was another episode of A for Effort, coming to you with another quality movie review.